Hey guys, it is Esti and Justin from Not For Long Media.
If you like the video you're about to watch, be sure to like the video itself and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it.
Enjoy the video and also don't forget to follow us on our socials at Not For Long Media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Like I'm doing what I was supposed to do, but it was no like map. There was no road plan. I mean, I was, like I said, I was running the school newspaper in the mid 90s, and every advice is like, oh, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Well, unbeknownst to us, the internet was pretty new in its infancy somewhat. It was basically like an undiagnosed malignant tumor for the print journalism industry that nobody found yet. And, when you get out of college, it was like all of a sudden, the Globe, they stopped hiring, the Herald stopped hiring, just people get laid off, newspapers getting bought and sold. And the industry was basically a shit industry to try to get into. So that's when Dave was looking for a blogger one day. And, he had a Bruins blog, and this kid, he called Glenn Murray a playmaker back for the Bruins. Like, Glenn Murray's a 40-goal scorer. He was not a playmaker. So the commenters revolted against him. And Dave's like, hey, I got to get someone else. And he literally, this is so long ago at Barstool, he would post a blog. We need a new Bruins blogger, send in submissions. That would be the blog. And then I emailed the submission and never heard back. And then the next day it was like my words were on Barstool Sports main blog, which that's as good. That's a byline in modern times. It was like the same thing.
That's what it's called, a retweet now.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So I seen, seeing your name, what even if it's your pen name in print, so to speak, online was great the first time. So that was kind of like, all right, I kept my foot in the door with the blogging. Like Dave, I eventually got a press pass from the Bruins, and Dave, let me keep doing it, but it wasn't a career yet. It wasn't. Dave said, I'm not hiring a Bruins guy, and to his credit, he still hasn't. And I was just trying to get a job on the writing side, and then a little over 5 years ago, actually close to 6 years ago, Witt sent out that tweet saying, hey, I want to start a podcast. And he tagged Biz in it. And Biz is like, hey, I'm still playing for a couple more years. Check back. And I replied, half joking, sort of like, hey, you look at a partner, how you serious with? And we knew each other a little bit. We had hung out a few times. We weren't like buddy. And then he slid into my DMs and asked, you serious? I said 100%. And he said, all right, let's do it. And so that was right before Christmas. And by the Super Bowl, we had our first episode out. I got a mixer. I learned how to, do the garage band, whatever record. And I would actually send it to an intern we had who would then do whatever he did and then get it uploaded to Spotify. And, Dave knew we were starting it, but, you had to kind of prove your worth a little bit first. And, we were doing it on my couch, like Wayne and Goff, like just, having fun. I think we had some early momentum, and Dave listened. He says, hey, I like the show. We want to add you guys to the roster. And then, a little bit after that, the ad money starts coming in, and then, we're doing fine. It's actually, at the time, I'm a school custodian. So it's a nice little supplement to my income because, you need to work for insurance. So I had to keep that gig for a while. And then we brought Biz on, and Biz was like a shot of steroids to the show. Like, he just had this sort of vision me and Witt either, didn't have in the business sense. Maybe we didn't have. And he's like, guys, this could be so much more. We're filling a vacuum here. And, there really was a vacuum for this type of show. We didn't know it when we started it. So then it got to the point I was able to quit my job and, not have to push the broom anymore and just do it full time. And it's been a ride. So ironically, I was trying to get paid as a writer for all those years, and it took my big fat mouth to finally get me paid.